Hey everyone, Rock is George here from the Rock is George podcast and the loudest.com on the planet, knac.com, back with another vinyl unboxing. This time it is for the debut album by RATT called Out of the Cellar. The album was released in 1984. It got the 40th anniversary treatment here on a repressed vinyl. Well, this is an original for this time. It was on vinyl back in 84, but so it's technically repressed, right? I don't know some of the terminology. It's just like, collecting cool vinyl. So this is the album that contains the mega hit Round and Round. This is limited edition. Hopefully I can find that number of how many limited and put that in the description. It says a lenticular cover, which will look better when I take the plastic off. This is red and black splatter vinyl. This album also contains an unreleased single from that time period called Reach for the Sky on a separate 7-inch vinyl. It says it's from the 1983 Out of the Cellar sessions. I believe that was an EP. I don't know if it actually appeared on the EP. I don't think it did. That's on you. This is an unboxing. This isn't in-depth about Out of the Cellar. Great album, by the way. Lenticular cover. A lot of reflection there, I'm sorry. Lenticular cover. Question is, who is the model on the cover? I'm sure that's been revealed, but I didn't look it up. Oh, that's a cool effect. I didn't look it up before. Hand. I like that. That's neat. Alright, I didn't think I'd be able to do anything with that. But that looks pretty cool. And there's the original color without the blue, right? There's the track listing. I assume this is what the back of the original album looked like. I probably had the CD, not the album back in the day, and I don't remember. So, see what we got in here. There's the 7-inch single, Reach for the Sky. Hand-drawn artwork, which is pretty cool. So why don't we take a look at that first? This says previously unreleased track, so it was from those sessions for the EP. Looks like it's been remastered, which makes sense. So let's take a look. Oh, it's got its own little sleeve in there. That's nice. All right. Reach for the Sky. Bright, bright orange. I gotta move this out of the way so you can see. Bright, bright orange. That is a really nice orange, as you can see. Place that right there. I'm sorry I can't get everything in the picture. Alright, we'll line that up like that best we can. Alright. Now let's look at Out of the Cellar. Nothing fancy here. Nice. I've done a bunch of vinyl unboxings today, and this was definitely the coolest splatter vinyl I opened. Look at that. That's neat. I love collecting the color vinyl. Anything than your standard black vinyl. Unless it's like the original album that I know is never getting this kind of treatment. I'll pick up something like that, but otherwise I like to do the color. If I'm going to invest in physical media again, I want it to be cool. So, here it is. The 40th anniversary vinyl version of RATT's Out of the Cellar. Came out in 2024, the tail end. They redid the whole catalog. Well, not the whole catalog, but the 80s stuff, the early catalog for sure. You've been great. I've been George Dion. I'll see you again soon.